My name is Brian. I enlisted in the Army Reserves in 2003 at 18 years old. I joined the Army because I was a volunteer firefighter in New York on 9/11, and I was only 16 years old on 9/11, and so I really wanted to go, but I couldn't. And so as soon as I was 18, I enlisted. I was at basic training the month after they invaded Iraq. And so it was effectively only a matter of time for the reservists. And so as soon as I got back home to New York and reported to my unit, they said, we're going. Regardless of where the Iraq war was going, at least my unit was doing good stuff, and we were helping people that needed help. And when we built a school for little kids, we can go back next month, and we were educating little kids, some of them for the first time ever. It was astonishing. And so, I mean, that level of kind of importance for a 21-year-old is really addictive. I came home and I felt bored, worthless. Like, what am I doing here? I mean, I'm not contributing anymore. And so I joined this new unit, and they said, we're going back, but you don't have to go. You've only been home a few months. You have your mandatory year at home. I said, where's the waiver? I want to go back. Baghdad was way different. The brigade we were attached to was losing people almost weekly. Just the level of intensity and fear was a lot different. So I started actually seeing a therapist in Iraq, which was great, and that was really helpful, that he could kind of explain some of this stuff. So I got home in May, demobilized through June, and then started class in August. That, I think, was the biggest culture shock, was then going into a classroom. So I would try to memorize something, and I couldn't remember what I'd memorized before. And so I would do these little tests with myself where I'd read a sentence on a page and then read the next sentence and try to remember the one before, and I couldn't do it. And I graduated 7th in my high school class. Like, I thought, pretty smart, and I could not remember the most basic stuff. And it was frightening. And so I started kind of asking around, like, did I forget how to study? Is it me? I mean, did 4 years being out of school just really wipe my brain? And at some point, someone said, do you know what a TBI is? And I said, no, what's that? I said, traumatic brain injury. Were you ever exposed to blasts? I was like, yeah, all the time. And so they said, you should go talk to the Army. And I was like, okay. So I go to Walter Reed. I forget what my first appointment was, but at some point I started talking to the neurologist. My eyes hurt all the time, and I couldn't figure it out. And I said, I don't understand why I'm getting these headaches, and my eyes just hurt. And the same neurologist was like, your eyes were hurt. And I said, what do you mean? They said, you're super light sensitive. And I couldn't kind of figure out why until the neurologist walked me through what a TBI was. And I said, oh yeah, I got that. And so then they said, well, what else is going on? And I said, well, I'm having trouble sleeping. I'm having nightmares. I'm angry all the time and not going through, good relationship stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, you have PTSD. And I was like, okay, another acronym. What's that? And so they walked me through that. I'm like, yeah, okay, check. Okay. So here I am. I think I figured it out. But that was really valuable, because before I just thought I was crazy and that I was doing something wrong, or I was somehow stupid. And that was really hard for my relationships with other people. So I was kind of alone for a while. And then once I figured all of that out, then it was a lot easier to relate. I just owned it. And I said, this is ultimately going to make me more effective at whatever I do. So even just using simple tools to learn how to manage my time reduced my frustration and my anger. And so eventually, the therapist I was seeing said, you're doing so much better. You're not mad at yourself. And because now you're not mad at yourself, you're not getting mad at other people. It has gotten so much less impactful in my life that I was able to say, like, hey, this is something that you can get over.